EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Cleveland Browns. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Let's go.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Bengals, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
You talk about this Bengals defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
That is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. So, Charles, this game number 2 in the NFL career, this rookie quarterback. His guys took the loss in the opener. And when asked after that game by reporters how he did, he was pretty curt. He said, not well. What did you see?
Well, first and foremost, I loved his answer to the media because he was being honest. And those veterans in the locker room, they're looking at him to see how he's going to handle things, and they like the fact that he's not blaming other people, because I thought he struggled. The only thing that's going to help him, though, reps. No matter how many big games you played in college, how well you do in practice, the reps in the real games, that's when you begin to grow as a quarterback.
The Browns had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, but how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
On first down, Beverly. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Right back to him on first down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool, he looks calm, he looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know, they've thrown the football so much at a...
And I think the ball's out. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
2nd and 13. And that'll fall incomplete. He was was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. On play action, no throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
Well, you know, he hated taking the loss there on third down. All in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 13.
11-90.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
First down, Cincinnati. 12.
Now Burrow. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Here's 2nd and 10.
11 MT, take.
Burrow will throw. Looking deep here for Chase. And it's caught inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
A 41-yard gain. And the Bengals first down. 12.
Burrow looking to pass. He finds his man, complete. It's Perez. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
11 MT.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. A credit the tackle to Juan Thornhill.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd down and 6 now.
11. 12.
Now it's Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bringing him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow being chased out left. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the 1st down.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Nothing open just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Now it's Burrow. Incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. Mixon. Well, he pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run with Mixon. And he's in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Down the sideline he goes. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice.
The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Here we go.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Now before the punt, some movement, and I think they may be... The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And gets by him, and now a little daylight. He gets away from one to the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years at not screaming out screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
2nd and 3. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. You got a young quarterback. You know, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Back to throw again. Hard throw, incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And the Browns will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Beverly, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Back to throw now on first down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up second down. He'll look to throw. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line with the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a first and goal.
Ready?
Chubb going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. Cook is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And he missed it. No good. This is going to remain a 2-point game after that one. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes.
They sack him back at the 36. Joseph Osai in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. It delivers a big play here for this offense.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Cook. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
At the 3-yard line.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They're going to look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last, because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by 1/3 here. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he's going to be stopped right there at the 21. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Come on, come on. Hey.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Browns. Elijah Moore as the first half is winding down. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime. His first career touchdown pass, and it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Perez. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the 2nd half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit. But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Here we go, here we go. 11.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
On 2nd down, Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They begin this drive with Chubb. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
At the 34-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And this is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
A 51-yard attempt.
Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
11.
Burrow looking to pass. Caught right side, Davis. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
11.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
11.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
11.
First down, Bengals.
11. 12.
From midfield now, Burrow. He finds his man complete. It's Perez. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's second down. And Burrow going to throw again. It'll be Mixon on the out route as the pass is caught. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Well, throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
11 mighty, 11 mighty, 11 MT, 11 MT. Stop.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Flush to his right. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
11 Thomas.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals get a bit closer. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 8. Over the middle, complete. That's Harrison. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Browns first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run on first down. Beverly. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7.
Go, Reed, go. Go.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs. This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Here we go.
2nd down and 8.
11, 11, 11, 11.
Now it's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
11, 11. 12, 12, 12.
1st down. Here's Burrow.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up.
11, 11, 11.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 44-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. This one caught by Davis. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here we go, here we go.
2nd and 10.
11, 11, 11. 11 MT, take. 11 MT, take. 11, 11, 11, 11.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
11, 11, 11.
Here's Burrow.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
12, 12, 12.
And the Bengals
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Second and 4 at the 5-yard line.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow on the move to his left. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Here we go.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big third down.
Now Burrow dumps it off to Mixon. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Boy, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming, 4th and 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Here we go. This is 4th down.
11-11.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
Cincinnati.
So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion.
To throw, Burrow.
And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th.
Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all of their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
That is intercepted.
And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
They'll take over first down again at the 26-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
11 MT. 11 MT.
Now it's Mixon running right. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Again, it's Mixon. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 MT. 11 MT.
Now Burrow. This one swung out to Vaughn.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Rocked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back, But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game. And a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great. But they get a few more quality ones like that. That can finish things off for them.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, this defense needing a stop here. Got to have it. 3rd and 9.
They'll set up a throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he's on to punt for Cleveland. Taken from just outside the 30. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's 1st and 10.
11 Thomas.
Throwing, Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete.
And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down, Bengals.
So all eyes now locked on Evan McPherson.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This from long, very long range. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
Ready? Right here.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
What a thrilling fourth quarter this one was. Well, at least I guess if you're cheering for the winning side, an outstanding comeback, though, that saw them completely take control and change the outcome of this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many of us saw that coming, the way that they were playing and having the lead after 3 quarters. A little bit of a stunning ending, because it wasn't just a one-touchdown swing. It was a multiple touchdown swing for them to end up losing that ball game. Give credit where credit is due. They came off the pace and got it done.
So for Cincinnati, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah. All right, I got him. T-Stead, look, yeah. Full court press or full blitz, we going all out. It don't matter any time of day, I came to ball out. We TCG, never duck a smoke or any call out. Better be ready to go to war until we fall out. 0 to 60 like Ludacris, we came to roll out. You know I gotta get my check, so please don't make me hold out. Bust down Cuban a summer day, I make it cold out. They was hot then, now they cold now. Left wrist dripping, I got it froze now.